Welcome back once again in your biology class. This is Nausin. At the middle of this video, there is a question to test you on how well you learn from this video. Now, you are watching educational support. If you like this video, then share it with your friends, and if you want more videos, then subscribe this channel. Today, we are going to learn about smooth muscle contraction and relaxation. Let us see the mechanism of smooth muscle contraction and relaxation. Now is definition. So this is a picture of smooth muscle, and smooth muscle is a type of muscle tissue which is used by various systems to apply pressure to vessels and organs. The name smooth muscle comes from the fact that this muscle tissue lacks the visible striations that are a noticeable characteristic of the other two muscle tissues, skeletal and cardiac muscle. Next is location. Do you know where is smooth muscle located? Smooth muscle is located in the walls of many internal organs. That's why it is often called visceral muscle. So smooth muscle is present in the walls of hollow organs such as the urinary bladder, uterus, stomach, intestine, and in the walls of passageway such as the arteries and the veins of the circulatory system and the tracts of the respiratory, urinary and reproductive system. So smooth muscle is also present in the eyes, where it functions to change the size of the iris and alter the shape of the lens, and in the skin, where it causes hair to stand erect in response to cold temperature or fear. Now it's time for the question. Did you know, is smooth muscle tissue striated or non-striated? If you know the answer, then put down a comment under this video. Next, I am going to focus on smooth muscle structure. So smooth muscle fibers contain myofibrils that are oriented along the long axis of the fiber and which extend from end to end within the fiber. So these myofibrils are composed of the same thin filaments of actin and myosin contained in the other muscle tissues, except that they are arranged in a more random fashion. Smooth muscle fibers are spindle-shaped, wide in the middle and tapered at both ends, somewhat like a football. Can you see the elongated tapered fibers? Individual smooth muscle fibers are elongated with tapering ends, so that they can form different functional structures. These functional structures are bundles, sheaths or cord and have a single nucleus. They range from about 30 to 200 micrometer thousands of times shorter than skeletal muscle fibers, and they produce their own connective tissue, endomysium. This is the longitudinal view, and note that the elongated tapered fibers lack of striations and single-centered nucleus. Now, I am presenting a molecular structure of smooth muscle. A substantial portion of the volume of the cytoplasm of smooth muscle cells are taken up by the molecules myosin and actin. So, the actin, the thin filaments that are the part of the contractile machinery, are predominantly composed of alpha and gamma actin. So, the smooth muscle alpha actin is predominant isoform within the smooth muscle. There is also lots of actin, mainly beta actin, that does not take part in contraction but that polymerizes below the plasma membrane in the presence of contractile stimulant and may thereby assist in mechanical tension. So, myosin is primarily class 2 in smooth muscle. Myosin 2 contains two heavy chains which constitute the head and tail domains. Each of these heavy chains contains the N-terminal head domain, while the C-terminal tails take on a coiled morphology, holding the two heavy chains together. In smooth muscle, there is a MHY11 that codes for the heavy chains myosin 2. Myosin 2 contains 4 light chains resulting in 2 per head, and this binds the heavy chains in neck region between the head and tail. One head is known as the regulatory light chain and actively participates in muscle contraction, and another head is known as the essential light chain. Other proteins of the contractile apparatus. Because smooth muscle cells don't contain tropomyosin but contain troponin and tropomyosin, cross-bridges formation is not regulated by the troponin-tropomyosin complex but instead by the regulatory protein, that is calmodulin. So, calmodulin, tropomyosin, calponin, all three of these proteins may have a role in inhibiting the ATPase activity of the myosin complex that otherwise provides energy to fuel muscle contraction. Other tensile structures, the myosin and the actin and the contractile parts of the continuous chains of tensile structures that stretch both across and between smooth muscle cells. So, although they don't have striation and subcutaneous, smooth muscle fibers do have actin and myosin contractile proteins and thick and thin filaments. This thick and thin filaments are anchored by a dense body. Did you know what is dense body? A dense body is analog to the Z-disc of the skeletal and cardiac muscle fibers and is fastened to the sarcolemma. So, dense bodies are rich in alpha-actinin and also attach intermediate filaments and thereby appear to serve as anchors from which the thin filaments can exert force. So, dense bodies are associated with beta-actin, which is the type found in the cytoskeleton. Next, I am discussing caveoli. The sarcolemma also contains caveoli, which are microdomains of lipid wrap, specialized to cell signaling events and ion channels. This invagination in the sarcoplasm contains a host of receptors, second messenger, generators, Z proteins, ion channels in close proximity. Calcium ions are responsible or supplied by the sarcoplasmic reticulum in the fiber from the extracellular fluid through membrane indentations called caveoli. Excitation contraction coupling. Smooth muscle is excited by external stimuli causes contraction. Each step is further detailed below. Inducing stimuli and factors. So smooth muscle may contract as in the gut facial pacemaker cells called interstitial cells of Castle produces rhythmic contraction. So contraction and relaxation can be induced by physiochemical agents, for example, hormones, drugs, neurotransmitters, and particularly from the autonomic nervous system. So external substances are blood vessels in skin, gastrointestinal system, kidney, brain respond to norepinephrine and epinephrine causes vasoconstriction, and because they possess alpha-1 adrenergic receptors. But blood vessels in the skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle respond to this catecholamines producing vasodilatation because they possess beta adrenergic receptors. So there is a difference in distribution of various adrenergic receptors. Spread of impulse. To maintain organ dimensions against force, cells are fastened to one another by adherence junctions. So gap junctions couple adjacent cells chemically and electrically facilitating the spread of chemicals, for example, calcium or action potentials between smooth muscle cells. So contraction, smooth muscle contraction is caused by the sliding of myosin and actin filaments over each other. So the energy is provided by the hydrolysis of ATP. And ATP is utilizing ATP to produce a molecular conformational changes of part of the myosin and produces movement. So the movement of the filaments happens when globular heads producing from myosin filaments attach and interact with actin filaments to form cross bridges. So the myosin heads tilt and then release the actin filaments and then changes an angle to relocate another site on actin filament and then rebind to actin molecule and drag it. This process is called cross bridges cycle. This is a picture of contraction mechanism in smooth muscle. Now is phagic or tonic. Do you know what is phagic or tonic? Smooth muscle may contracts phagically with rapid contraction and relaxation, or tonically with slow and sustained contraction. The reproductive, digestive, respiratory, and the urinary tracts, skin and eyes and vascular all contain this tonic muscle type. So this picture represents the phagic contractions followed by relaxation, such as in gastric antrum, small intestine, and esophagus, but tonic contractions are maintained without relaxation, such as stomach, lower esophagus, ileocecal valve, and internal anal sphincter. So, activation of myosin head. Do you know what is this? Cross-bridges cycling cannot occur until the myosin heads have been activated to allow cross bridges to form. When the light chains are phosphorylated, become active and will allow contraction to occur. So this picture represents initiation of cross bridge cycle in smooth muscles. The enzyme that phosphorylates the light chain is called the myosin light chain kinase, MLCK. So MLCK will work only when the muscle is stimulated to contact, which increases intracellular contraction of calcium ions. So this binds to the molecule called calmodulin and form a calcium calmodulin complex bind to MLCK to activate it. Sustained maintenance. So phosphorylation of MLCK myosin light chains correlates with shortening velocity of smooth muscle. This time there is a rapid burst of energy utilization. Within a few minutes of initiation, the calcium level markedly decreased. MLCK myosin light chains phosphorylation decreases and energy utilization decreases and the muscle can relax. Still, smooth muscle has the ability of sustained maintenance of force in this situation as well. So next is relaxation. Do you know what is relaxation? The phosphorylation of the light chains by MLCK is countered by a myosin light chain phosphatase which dephosphorylates the MLCK myosin light chain and inhibits contraction. This is a picture of relaxation mechanism in smooth muscle. Now I am presenting factors which increases relaxation. In general, relaxation of smooth muscle is by cell signaling pathways that increase myosin phosphatase activity, decrease the intracellular calcium levels, hyperpolarizes the smooth muscle, and re-regulate actin and myosin muscle can be mediated by the endothelial derived relaxing factor, that is nitric oxide, endothelial derived hyperpolarizing factor, that is prostaglandins or prostacyclins. So nitric oxide and prostacyclins stimulate soluble guanylate cyclase and membrane-bound adenylate cyclase. So this cyclase nucleotides CGMP and CAMP produced by this cyclase activates protein kinase G and protein kinase A and phosphorylates a number of proteins, which inhibits the L-type calcium channels inhibits IP3 receptor channels, stimulates sarcoplasmic reticulum calcium pump ATPase that lead to smooth muscle relaxation. Now, the objectives we have seen are smooth muscle definition, smooth muscle location, smooth muscle structure, molecular structure, actin, inducing stimulant factors, myosin, are the proteins of the contractile apparatus, are the tensile structures, caveoli, excitation contraction coupling, external substances, spread of impulse, contraction, phagic or tonic, activation of myosin head, sustained maintenance, relaxation, and factors which increase relaxation. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. So keep watching and keep learning. In the comment section, you can tell us was this video easy, or if you have any doubts, then please put down a comment under this video. Subscribe this video, like and share it with your friends, and also press a bell icon right next to it, and happy watching. To know more about the muscular tissue or any other topic, then keep visiting Educational Support. Thank you.